Some important information about supplemental security income as U.S. Social Security Administration to issue 2 SSI payments in 1 month due to technicality.
I'm going to do a bit of a history lesson, I think. In 1935, Democratic President Franklin Delano Roosevelt signed the Social Security Act into law. And for the next 87 years, Social Security has never missed a single payment. Everybody loves Social Security. Everybody.
So do you really believe that everybody loves Social Security when it comes to current Social Security benefits, which are simply not enough for millions of Americans, especially for 5 million Social Security recipients who are living under the poverty line? And this is indeed a very shocking and painful situation for those recipients. That's why a number of congressmen always talk about increasing these benefits, especially when it comes to supplemental security income, people who are disabled or children. Well, these benefits are their right. When it comes to these benefits, these lawmakers and especially current administration is simply not doing anything. They're just talking about it, and we all know that. As we have seen the last debate, Kamala Harris talked about it, and former President Donald J. Trump also talked about it, calling for the elimination of taxes on Social Security benefits. Well, we're gonna go into the details of these very important updates, as we have something very important to tell you in this video as well. But before we get into the details, I would like to ask you for a little favor to please smash the like button on this video, as it helps the channel, and we would really appreciate it. It takes a lot of time to make these great videos for you every single day. So let's start with some very important details. The maximum monthly supplemental security income payout for individuals was increased to $943 in 2024. Remember that over 7 million Americans receive monthly supplemental security income, also known as SSI checks, from the Social Security Administration to cover household expenses. People with limited or no income resources who are blind, age 65 or above, or have a disability could be eligible for supplemental security income benefits. Resources can mean vehicles or bank account balances, which shouldn't be over $2,000 for individuals and $3,000 for a couple. The resource threshold is also $2,000 for parents applying for supplemental security income on behalf of their child. Claimants must also be between 18 and 65 and live in a US state to apply for the benefit. And now this is very important, and we need to understand this. Remember that Social Security hasn't been changed in the past 53 years, means there is no rule change. So what it means? Well, these numbers are from 53 years ago. It means if you have an assets of $2,000 or $3,000 for a couple, you cannot get Social Security, or you can get reduced Social Security or supplemental security income benefits, which is quite a painful situation. Nowadays, in many cities and states, the rent of an apartment is only $2,000 to $3,000, and if you have that money, means you are ineligible or you are going to get reduced benefits. Well, they need to change it, and this is very important. And what happens? There is a number of bills in Congress, and you need to understand that when they present the bill in the Congress, no one is ready to vote on it. Yes, they're not even voting on it. So how can they even go further when it comes to approving those bills? Well, one thing that we all know, that people love talking about Social Security, especially the current administration, and as well as the congressmen and a number of congresswomen. They've been talking about Social Security for quite a while with no result at all, which is quite painful for millions of Social Security recipients who rely on Social Security benefits, and Social Security is their lifeline. So they need to understand, well, Moving on with more details, the monthly checks are issued on the first of every month but arrive earlier if the first falls on a weekend. In such cases, the payments are issued on the Friday before. Accordingly, supplemental security income beneficiaries will receive 2 checks in the month of November, the first at the beginning of the month and the second on November 29th. While no checks will be issued on December 1st, Americans will receive the Social Security payments on New Year's Eve. Yes, you heard it absolutely right. And there's a reason behind it. And let's get into it and see that what is the actual reason. So the actual reason is simple. As we all know that if the first falls on a weekend or the first is a holiday, so it means that Social Security Administration gives the payment earlier than the actual date. For example, if the first of any month is a Sunday or Saturday, then they give the money like a 2-day or a day earlier, like on Friday or Thursday, and that's how it works. This is just a calendar perk, means you're getting your payment a day earlier than the actual date. So there's nothing to be happy about. But at the same time, let's watch this very important video clip from Congress floor where these very important facts has been revealed about Social Security, and they've mentioned that how important Social Security is for millions of Americans who rely on these benefits. So let's watch it together and then we'll come back and break it down for you.
I've been all over this country talking about Social Security, and I can tell you it doesn't matter if it's a room full of camo NRA hats or a parking lot full of electric vehicles. Everybody loves Social Security.
Absolutely.
That's not actually totally true. Not everybody. There's always been a sliver, a tiny splinter group, a vanishingly small number of people who hate it with every fiber of their being. These are Wall Street people. They see the trillions of dollars the system has put in the pockets of the American people, and they say, hey, I want that money in my pocket. And as there are money men who hate Social Security, there are politicians willing to say how high at their commands to jump. The first was named Alf Landon. In 1936, he ran against FDR on an explicitly anti-Social Security platform.
Well, we need to understand this. Yes, Social Security has been giving payments to millions of Americans, and of course, they deserve it because they earn income in most cases. But at the same time, we all need to understand this as well, that these benefits are not worth what they should be. And why we are saying this, because remember, the inflation is up right now. The prices of grocery are up by 21% in the past 3 years, according to a very important report. And the benefits, or you can say the expected benefit increase in Social Security for 2025 is going to be only 2.5%. This is the approximate number from the TSCL report. So let us know in the comments below, what do you think about this whole situation, and do you really think that benefits that you're receiving right now are enough for you? Well, thank you so much for all of your love and support. We will see you in the next video very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.